Hello, everyone. There we go.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Almost.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Now it's definitely winter again, and we meet again. We had a chat 1 year ago.
Yes,
Yes.
exactly 1 year ago.
Exactly
Yeah.
1 year ago. Do you
But now
remember
we're not.
the beautiful big Christmas tree at the hotel?
Yeah, remember that. And then we were at Copenhagen, but now we're not together.
No, but it almost looks like you and Karoliina like have the same background. So maybe you are in the same place, but not just in the same room.
That's true.
We now have the golden palm tree of Christmas here in Amsterdam.
That is super festive. But for those of you who didn't hear us talking about community and tech and friendship last year, let's introduce ourselves. So go ahead, girls, ladies, women.
Karoliina, are you starting?
I can start. Hello and welcome to our Festive Tech Calendar Session 2023. I'm Karoliina Kettukari. I come from Finland, even though at the moment I am in Amsterdam together with Femke here at ESBC 2023. I worked as the model work lead at Meltlake, and it's great to be here again, shooting this video.
Yay.
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 Yay. My name is Femke Cornelissen. I live in the Netherlands, so it's easy for me to go from Rotterdam to Amsterdam. I work at Wortel as a technical evangelist, and I'm really grateful to do this together with you, because friendship is something that's Christmas, right? It's also Christmas to be together, doing great things together, and I think have the same passion for things that we do, like Microsoft 365 technology. So thank you, girls.
Yeah, it's really fun to be here together and talk about new fun topics. So hi, I'm Amanda Stanner, and I'm working as a technical architect within modern work at a company called Advania. Yeah, and that's me. And what are we talking about today? Well, I guess it's the most hip, popular thing ever been around, cooler than the internet slice of bread. What did Satya say at the Ignite keynote? No, so Microsoft Copilot.
Let's start with the first question. What different things can Microsoft 365 Copilot help us with?
Yeah, I think that's the most interesting thing of it all. Me and Karoliina went to a conference a couple of weeks ago where Karoliina watched a keynote by Donna Sarkar, and I was sleeping. But she was talking about like that everybody have to find their own aha moment for Copilot. And I think I heard that from many different people at Microsoft, that it's not about us saying what you can do, because you can do so many things, but you have to, like, for your organization and you as a person have to find like, aha, that is the magic of it. So for me, I think I can be so creative. I've been playing around a lot with Microsoft Designer today, and that's not Copilot, but it's AI. And so for me, it's like I imagine it unleashing my creativity, and that's one of the things I think that Copilot can help with. What do you say, Karoliina?
Yeah, I agree, and I really like the idea that it can help us to get started. So you don't have to have the fear of the blank page when you are starting to write a Word document or creating a presentation. But you can use Copilot, you can use Designer, all those cool AI tools, and then you can always already have the first version of what you are going to do.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, Femke?
Yeah, now I'm using it a few weeks or a few months now, and one of the things that I really like the most is in Microsoft 365 chats, asking how my day for tomorrow look like. So it's helping me to be prepared for some upcoming meetings, but also things like to-dos, what I need to do, but also some kind of presentation that are in the meeting. So a lot of things that helps me to get things done and be more prepared for what's coming from the overcoming days. So that's one of the things that I think I like the most, and that's really helped me to be, I think, more productive in that.
Yeah. And
it's like we need to have to raise the hands to talk.
No, you, Karoliina, you go first.
Yeah, but it's the thing that it can be like your virtual assistant that knows everything, where you have been, what you're going to do, like Santa Claus, maybe.
Yeah.
It knows if you have been good or bad.
You know, I read an article from, I think it was Jers Spataro, and he said, or maybe it was Work Trend Index, but anyway, some of those, they did a study where they could see that boomers were adapting to Copilot much quicker, and that was actually due to the thing that you said, Karoliina. Their boomers are like probably more used to being in a manager role where they're telling other people what to do, but Generation Z, they haven't come to that part yet in their career, so they don't know how to like ask their assistant to do things. I have to, yeah. It was a very interesting study that like it's not the young people adapting, it's the older people.
Yeah, and it's something you really need to work on a few weeks and then thinking, oh, can I do this also? And then it's work or it's not working. And then you think, okay, this is really going to happen. This is really what I can use. So it's not something that you think, okay, it's in one day or a few weeks or in a month. It's something that you need to be prepared. Yeah, you need to think about what is my work? What is what I'm doing the whole day? And then, okay, can I use this for that? Okay, it's working. This is cool. So it's really, yeah, it's a process or something like that. It's funny.
Yeah, because it's a new way of working. It's not just like technology. It can transform the whole way you work during your workday. So transform all the ways you use your Office 365 tools. So that's interesting to see how it will really affect on people's work life in the months.
Yeah, and for everyone it's different. I think I don't think everyone works the same way. So you cannot find a lot of things you cannot find on the internet to say, okay, I do this as my daily work. How can I use Copilot for this? Or yeah, I think everyone works different, and everyone has a different way of work. So it's funny to finding out what works and what not works.
Yeah, and I think that it's like you said, Femke, it's about experimenting, and I can find inspiration from other people, but I have to find my own way, and I think it's been very helpful to like play around with ChatGPT when it came, and now it's Copilot Chat, the newly renamed Bing Chat Enterprise. So it's just playing around, and sometimes it works, sometimes you get lousy results, but sometimes you get the good results, and then you keep on doing that. But people do, I buy the license, we turn it on. Am I ready? What do we need to do to make this a good thing for the users?
I think one discussion we have a lot with customers is to find those use cases, because as Femke, you said that there is no one way to use Copilot, but you have to find your own ways of working, your own use cases, your own processes in your own role, and then maybe list those, and maybe even have some kind of like a prompt library in your SharePoint internet, and then you can help others. Like I tested this one, maybe you can use it too.
I think it's also a good idea to have a team with early adopters, people who just first who already use Copilot, so they can share things like that.
Yeah, not like a champions network. You can take those early adopters, make them champions, and then help use the champions to help spreading the of Copilot in your organization.
Yeah, in this learn module that I did, and I think you did it as well, about Copilot, they talk a lot about having a center of excellence. And I think like a center of excellence, you're doing champions, it doesn't matter, but you have to understand that turning this on won't make people prompt experts. I find it hard to prompt. You have to be like really creative to write good things, and I would consider myself a very good Binger, but so you have to help people with having the knowledge and being able to explore.
Yeah, I would also suggest to really think about the big picture and have a roadmap, a plan ahead, because it is a new way of working, and it's maybe you get to think of like all those trainings, instructions, center of excellence, champions network you had when you moved from on-premises to cloud, for example, when you started using Teams. Now it's yet another new way of working, and you have to do all of those same adoption, change management things with AI as well. So it's not just you put the licenses on, it's the easy part, but then you have to really think of how to use those, how to utilize those in the best possible way.
Yeah, because I think that like right now the license fee, it seems pretty hefty, but when you put in like a relationship to, okay, $30 per user, okay, but then a user can save, I don't know, 4 hours by not taking notes. It's like, it's very quick of giving that investment back, but it feels big. So, but then you have to give the people the tools to be able to actually use it.
True. And the things that I saw was also the data governance, of course.
The boring part.
The boring
part. But if you think about Delph, for example, a few years ago, that people saw Delph and think about, oh my God, can actually everyone see this? Yes. No, you can see what you can see. It's not that you can see everything, but I think we got the same with Copilot. People are really scared to see things, or it's actually not in the right map or in the right share settings. But a lot of things happening there. And also when you think about, for example, an intranet, a SharePoint intranet, with you create every time a new page, and every time a new intranet page on SharePoint. And when you search, you will find a SharePoint page that's old, always. So I was at another date for one of our events with our company, because I thought it was, for example, November 2022, but it was another date on 23, because I asked Copilot what date it was.
Yeah, and I feel like I enjoy using the term FOMO, fear of missing out, and that's what I'm feeling with files. It's like some sort of fear of missing a file if I don't delete it, but it will be really clear now. But of course we would be able to find it before, because it's still there, you can search for it, but Copilot is like a super searcher. It will find everything. And is that very relevant? But I feel all of my customers I'm talking to, they are scared of deleting things. They're scared they will miss things.
Yeah. Or if you put something on your OneDrive and you say, Femke is the new CEO of Vortel, and I share that same file with all my colleagues, and they ask in Copilot, who is going to be the new CEO of Vortel? So that's also something to think about. It's not only the rights who can see the documents, but it's also the people who putting some information in it. It's really something that I was thinking about. Okay, you can manipulate everything if you want.
Yeah, I think we also have to think about the ethical side of AI, and also teaching people how to use AI and Copilot responsibly. And this is an very interesting point, because, for example, it can be as simple things as like putting wrong information, sharing wrong information, or having access to information you shouldn't have. Or then, for example, if you have Copilot and your colleague for some reason has not, and then you are more effective because of Copilot, are you better employee than your colleague? So there are lots of things the company has to think about when implementing Copilot. So interesting times.
It is very interesting times, and like besides this, there's a lot of ethical things to think about, like in the big picture. But let's leave that for another conversation. But I mean, it is a truly thrilling times now, and everybody I talk to, we are talking about Copilot in some sort of format. Everybody want to test it now, and I read that, like, in the Ignite book of news, I think Copilot was listed more times than like Azure. So
it's just interesting.
But if we briefly like summarize, what's like the most important things to do? Is it thinking about the people?
I'm hoping to have fun and experiment with it, with the idea in mind that you have to be able to validate value for it, because it's costly. The licenses cost quite a lot, and then you also have to think about the costs of change management, adoption, all that. So have fun with it, but think of the return of investment at the same time.
And also make sure your permissions are in a good shape.
Yeah, cleaning up.
It's so boring, but it has to be done.
Yeah, I have had so many customers asking that, can I hide something from the source? Can I hide something from Copilot? But the idea is not to like hide something. That you should really clean it up.
Yeah.
Make your processes that you don't have that excess information, and that might be a boring job.
Yeah.
I saw one thing at Ignite last month, actually. And there was also that you have a chat with someone or a meeting with someone, that there is some information that Copilot gets out, that Copilot is going to ask you if you want to share that information with more people in your organization, because it's also probably from more people relevant. So that Copilot is going to ask you if this is something that you can share in the whole organization. So it's not only documents, it's also the meetings that you have and the conversations you have. So it's a lot of things.
That is cool. That is very cool. Yeah, there's the evolution of the innovation it's just so quick.
That's the beginning.
It is the beginning, and I hope that more people will be able to try it out soon. I'm just imagining now that Microsoft are trying to like understand if it makes sense, like money wise. I wouldn't be surprised if they raise the price when they lower the amounts of licenses needed. But that's just I guess, so nothing at all relevant. I'm just thinking that it feels cheap, even though I think it's very pricey. But I read that GitHub Copilot is like making no money at all, because it's costs less than it's cost to be able to use. But that is like $8 or something a month, I think.
8 to 10 maybe. Yeah.
I'm not a developer. I don't know, but
yeah. But it will be interesting to see how Copilot will develop in the future, because this is like only the beginning. It's like been out like 1 month officially. So maybe when we have this discussion next year, who knows what has happened since then?
Maybe next year we will promise an actual live demo of our top 5 coolest tips.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. But can't we end our little talk with a little nice tip that's actually something that you can do right now in Microsoft 365? So we leave everybody with a happy, jolly spirit.
So if you don't have any Copilots,
Yeah.
okay, then it's the being enterprise, I think.
Yeah. That is, I think, the simplest and the bestest. Is bestest the word? The bestest way to start utilizing Copilot and AI at work.
Yeah.
It keeps your data safe. And I've actually heard that you can do some Copilot in Microsoft 365 thingies. For example, if you have open Outlook, you can summarize an email in Outlook by using Copilot chat.
Oh, I didn't know that. Cool.
Yeah. So I heard. I haven't tried it because I don't send emails because I work with Microsoft Teams. But I heard people are doing that.
What is that? Email.
What is that?
Funny. And when you want to make a dolly, where do you need to do that? Like a dolly?
Right now I'm doing it in Microsoft Designer, but I thought that I was pretty sure that Microsoft Designer was going to be part of Microsoft 365 as well, but I still have it for my personal account.
Yeah,
but it's really good.
Yeah, it's getting better, I think.
Yeah, and I think that actually in the personal Copilot, so in the personal ping chat, you can use DALL-E already, and then it's coming to the corporate version as well. I hope, because it's in the personal version already.
It is a nice thing. It is fun. It's like I said in the beginning. I love I love trying using this because it really unleashes my creativity. It's fun. I just write something, a little prompt, and I get a fun picture. It's super fun. I'm easy to please.
Maybe we need to make a prompt site or something like that where we can put all our prompts in.
Yeah.
So we can share that somewhere. I don't know if it's already there, but
I will share with you, Femke. Maybe you can cut it in here. Today I did in Designer like Microsoft Pilot as a cute pastel manga drawing. It turned out fabulous.
Yeah, I think we need to see it in here.
Hopefully we can make some magic and cut it in. Otherwise, I will see if I can share it.
Excellent.
Cool. We're gonna put it share it with me, and I put it in.
Yes.
Cool. So, are you going to have a Christmas dinner, Amanda? Are you going to have a Christmas dinner right now?
I am actually going to have a Christmas dinner. It's the best Christmas table there is in Stockholm. I will have a lot of herring and a lot of more herring. I am very excited.
That sounds great.
Excited. Yeah. So are you looking forward to Christmas? Now it's, I'm not sure exactly how many days left, but getting closer.
Yeah. Christmas time it's super nice, and we have in Finland we have a lot of snow at the moment, so I'm hoping it's still a lot of snow when it's Christmas. So
yeah, here it's rainy in the Netherlands, so I hope we get also a little bit snow over here.
But girls, it was very nice to have this chat with you. And I hope that I will see you face to face soon so we can continue talking about this exciting time ahead. I'm gonna blow out our candle now because I think it's time to say goodbye and Merry Christmas.
Goodbye. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.